Hello friends and fellow gamers, it's MKxJUMP here, and in today's video we're going to check out this week, or should I say this year's, Christmas event, which is pretty cool. However, I've heard a lot of you aren't too keen on this. I've seen some people very salty about the leaks and the spoilers, so I'm very curious what we're going to find here. Is it going to be worth using your scrolls? Is it better to wait for Chinese New Year? Is it even worth spending money? Well, that's something we're going to take a look at a little later on, but guys, let's go check out today's video. First things first is it's Christmas Day, so DH Games have decided to give us enough 5-star shards to get a 5-star hero, 5 heroic summon scrolls, and also 500 gems, which is a very nice Christmas present for any account. As well, for every day you log in, you're going to get 3 heroic summon scrolls, which is neat. It's a heroic summons event, so 3 heroic summon scrolls is absolutely great. For the actual event, Palace of Eternity is here, but you have no way of getting Palace Crystals this week. The main reason being, when we get Light and Dark heroes, they don't activate the crystals just to the Palace of Eternity. So you can't go to the Palace of Crystal to get these crystals, you have to accumulate them between the release of Light and Dark heroes. But if you do have any lying around, you can swap any one of the following heroes to get your hands on the brand new hero that's just come out today. Morax is probably a decent swap, as is Flora, but for most of you, keeping Ignis, Tix, and Inosuke around is a good idea. They do have uses in many areas of the game, and are pretty damn good. Greydwarf's Blessing carries on over from last week, so if you haven't had a chance to upgrade your armor, or let's say maybe you didn't have enough gems or enough gold, this is definitely something you should probably look at or consider doing. If you look at the free-to-play series, thanks to getting a full set of assassin gear on Rogan, he was able to do some good stuff like clear hell in Aspen Dungeons, so armor really does make the difference. It's worth considering picking some of this up. The value packages for this week are your standard heroic summons packages, giving gems and heroic summon scrolls, but also we have Christmas candies, which are a special event item for this week, and also Christmas bells. Now, Christmas bells can be used to get fancy rewards, and Christmas candies can be used in a casino-like gambling machine that can get you some additional rewards as well. We'll take a look at them a little later on. The Heroes Lottery is here, which means every time you get a 5-star copy of Forkis, you get this armor here. 3-star armor isn't that great. The best armor is 6-star armor, and then upgrading that to class-specific armor if you can. So 3-star armor doesn't really offer much, it's just a little thing for earlier players. The summon prizes are our way of getting rewards for doing heroic summons. You can get Prophet Orbs and heroic summon scrolls for doing 50 summons, then 100, and if you get to 200, you get those as well as a copy of Flamestrike. For 300, you'll get 5 Prophet Orbs and a Soul Symbol, and also if you get to 400, you get a copy of the brand new hero, Forkis. In addition, for 500 summons done, you'll get 15 Glorious Relics. That means you can do a total of 2,000 summons because you can complete this 4 times, which will give you 4 copies of the new hero, as well as any copies of the hero you pick up from doing summons. You should definitely be able to get 8 from Pity Timers, but potentially you could get 9 if you're lucky and be able to build an E5 Forkis straight away. The one thing I will say, though, is he does seem like a very PvP-orientated hero that doesn't offer a lot for PvE. He does offer something, but there are generally better heroes out there for PvE, so it might be worth saving your scrolls for Chinese New Year to see what's coming out. Also, a lot of his skills are very dependent on what your opponent's doing, so he could potentially be countered fairly easily. He's very quick though. His speed stat, just to tell you now, is 1238, which is really quick, and he does deal a good amount of damage and has a lot of good passives, so he is potentially a hero worth considering for high-end PvP players. Whether he's going to cut the mark in other areas of the game or even just in PvP will remain to be seen, and we'll be talking about him later this week live on stream at twitch.tv/MKxJUMP, and if we find anything interesting, I'll condense that down into some YouTube videos throughout the week. So if you haven't already, why not consider subscribing to catch that content? The final main part of this event is the Altar Exchange, where there is a whopping 4 heroes available: Drake, Carrie, Amun-Ra, and Mim. Wow, Drake coming for 7,000 is pretty pricey, Carrie for 6,500 is also pretty steep, but 6,000 is not too bad for Amun-Ra and Mim. If you've got the Altar Stones lying around, I'd definitely pick up Amun-Ra and Drake. They're both really good in many areas of the game, and if you're a big PvP player, this Carrie could be pretty clutch for you as well. Mim probably won't get a look in. He's probably the last pick here out of all 4 of them. But I mean, if you've got the Altar Stones lying around and you want a Mim, then maybe pick him up. But personally, I don't think I'm going to be grabbing him. With the main event out the way, let's look at the special stuff for Christmas, because this is where it really gets interesting. First things first, as I explained last week, these stockings are going to come up where you're going to have to spend gems to get rewards. The first one's free, which is pretty sweet, and that'll get you every single day 2 of these candies, 1 of these Christmas bells, a super wishing coin, and 2 heroic summon scrolls, which is a lot of stuff to get throughout the week. But you're obviously going to need more than that to complete these events, so we have 2 other packages which are identical, which offer candy canes, bells, prophet orbs, and 3 heroic summon scrolls available for 3,600 gems. I'm definitely going to grab both of these because you're going to get all these rewards throughout the week. Don't worry if you can't afford them immediately, because your rewards will accumulate, and when you finally buy it, you'll get everything you would have done if you bought it on the first day. Finally, this last stocking is available in the bottom package down here, which offers 4 of these candy canes, 1 of these Christmas bells, 500 gems every day, and also 5 heroic summon scrolls every day. You can pick that up down here in the Christmas package, which is $50, and that contains 2,500 gems, 50 heroic summon scrolls, 30 candies, also an exclusive skin for a hero most of you won't have, but Scarlet Queen Allura, when you eventually maybe do get her, you'll have a skin for her at least if you're willing to spend $50. And of course, that's how you get this Christmas gift stocking. So if you want to get all of the stuff you possibly can, you are going to have to spend $50. And I think most medium spenders will purchase this and nothing else, just to get the rewards throughout the week, just because they're really good value, so I don't know why you wouldn't if you're used to dropping $50 on this game. Another way of picking up these Christmas candies, as well as some additional rewards, is the Snowman gifts. We've seen similar stuff to this in the past, and basically you just get rewards for doing certain quests. So every time you do 10 heroic summon scrolls, you're going to get 1 million gold and 1 of these Christmas candies. Every time you obtain a 5-star hero, whether it's from the Summon Circle, the Creation Circle, Shards, or even just the Compass of Transcended, you can also get a Christmas candy and 1 million spirit. Each of these you can do a max 200 times for the heroic summons, so that's 2,000 scrolls you'd need to max this, and for the summoning of 5-star heroes, you need to do this 50 times. That's a lot of 5-star heroes for newer players, but I think people that have an established pool of 5-star heroes or lots of 4-star shards so you can do fusioning, it shouldn't be too bad to do this. If there was ever a time to do a ton of fusions, I think this is the week to do it. In addition, we're going to get bonus rewards for tavern quests completed, so you can do 30 5-star tavern quests, and each time you do one, you'll get Christmas candies and 2 million spirit. You can do 5 6-star quests, and each time you do one, you'll get 5 candies and 100 gems. And finally, if you do 1 7-star tavern quest, you get 15 Christmas candies and 20 glorious relics. Now, this one thing that doesn't offer candies is this bottom one here. If you manage to get a 10-star copy of Forkis, or just light up his 10-star avatar, for example, by switching him in the Palace of Eternity, you'll get your hands on 7 Christmas bells and 30 glorious relics. Now, this is nice, but it is meaning that people are going to have to get the new hero to get the rewards, and for a lot of people, whether you want to part with your heroic summons is entirely dependent on the next 2 things I'm going to show you, and a lot of people are saying that they're not sure if they're going to do it, and they'd rather wait for Chinese New Year. So let me show you. When you use these Christmas candies, you can spin them in this slot machine, and basically you're going to get different rewards depending on the outcome. So if I spin right now, let's see what we get. So there you see I have 2 of these mittens, and for getting 2 of those mittens, I managed to get 3 of these tickets. Let's spin again. Okay, again I got 2 mittens, that got me 3 more Fiesta tickets. 2 of these stockings got me 5 Fiesta tickets. And for having 3 of a kind, I got 30 Fiesta tickets. That's awesome. Basically, for the different results on the slot machine, you get different amounts of Fiesta tickets. In fact, getting 3 Christmas stockings is the second best result, so I'm going to take that. 30 Fiesta tickets is awesome. But you do need a lot of Fiesta tickets to get some good stuff, but of course, the more of these candies you get, the more chances you'll have to get some good results. So let me show you what's in this store. So 1,000 Fiesta tickets are going to get you a 10-star puppet, 500 will get you a 9-star puppet, 150 can get you light and dark 6-star puppets, and for 500 you can get a light and dark material chest that doesn't contain the new hero but does include Russell and Drake. If you manage to get 350, you can cash that in for any of the 5-star heroes that aren't light and dark that have been released in the game, including a Nosuke, which is pretty neat, but Morax isn't in this chest. That's something worth bearing in mind for anyone that did want to build a Morax, but I think a Nosuke is pretty cooler. In addition, for 220 you can get skin shard packages, wouldn't recommend doing that. For 320 you can get light and dark shards, although I'd much rather just spend 500 to choose the light and dark I get. Gambling on this is not something I want to do. If you wanted, you could get Elite Hero Shards for 180, although I'd probably just do that if you had stuff left over. And in addition, if you wanted, you can pick up Heroic Summon Scrolls, Gold, and Spirit. So you're probably wondering what's the best value thing to pick up here. Well, I think for most people, it's going to be 9-star and 10-star puppets if you have enough of these tickets, because at the end of the day, 9-star and 10-star puppets are going to be useful forever in the game. The amount of food you have just determines how many E5s you can build, so at the end of the day, getting food is important. It's also going to help you with taking heroes to Void 1, Void 2, Void 3, Void 4, because you need a 10-star every single time you reach a new milestone in the Void imprints. So I think it's definitely more important to pick up puppets than anything else here. However, I do know people maybe want to get these light and dark chests to potentially get their last copy of Amun-Ra, or maybe their last copy of Russell or Drake. If you need it now, sure, go ahead and grab it, pick it up. However, if you could maybe get it in Imp's Adventure and wait a few weeks, then that might be the better thing for you. Nonetheless, guys, there's a lot of great stuff to pick up here, although my take-home advice would be go for the dummies. You're probably wondering now how you use Christmas bells. Well, Christmas bells can be exchanged on different tiers to get different rewards, as you can see here. Now, unfortunately, for free-to-play players, you can only pick up what's available in the #1 gift, and that's assuming you have enough gems to purchase all the stockings. However, let me just show you what's available. So in this first gift, you can choose whether you want Antlers Cane or Lucky Candy Bar. Now, on my stream, I spoke in pretty much heavy detail about which one you should pick up, so I'm going to try and condense that here now. Basically, most people that are looking at their first exclusive artifact, grabbing an Antlers Cane is definitely good. It's a very aggressive artifact. It gives attack, precision, and skill damage, which will all increase your damage in PvE. For a lot of players, this is fantastic, and it's sometimes the best in slot for heroes in PvE, so picking up an Antlers Cane is never a bad decision. However, if you already have maybe 4 Antlers Canes, okay, imagine, but if you do have 4 Antlers Canes, then you might want to consider Lucky Candy Bar, or even if you already have a Lucky Candy Bar, you might want to also consider a Lucky Candy Bar, because if you have 2 Lucky Candy Bars, you can get a glittery Lucky Candy Bar, which can allow you to make a hero immune to the first CC effect that they take. This could be a Sherlock's Doves, this could be Twine. This is amazing in PvE on something like a Heart Watcher that's getting terrorized by maybe Freeze from a Corpse Demon, or Twine from an Oberon. Being able to put a glittery Lucky Candy Bar on your hero and protect them from this kind of CC is amazing. But that's only possible if you have another candy bar to complement alongside it. So if you've already managed to pick up a Lucky Candy Bar throughout your travels in Idle Heroes, maybe picking up another one is a good idea. If, however, you already have 2 Lucky Candy Bars, you've probably already got that covered, in which case, it's back to an Antlers Cane. So the only time I'd say grab a Lucky Candy Bar is if it's absolutely the thing you want and you really want a glittery Lucky Candy Bar, or maybe if you've already got a Lucky Candy Bar and the idea of having a hero that can be immune to the first CC they take is something you're interested in. But for most people, I will say grabbing Antlers Cane is the best decision. Secondly, you can pick up something cool here, whether it's Heroic Summons, whether it's Prophet Orbs, whether it's Skin Shards, or whether it's a Core of Transcendence. Now, one immediate thing people said on stream is that Prophet Orbs are the highest gem value thing here. 4 Prophet Orbs are worth technically more than anything else here. However, I think in reality, a Core of Transcendence is much better. It guarantees a 5-star hero and gets you one step closer to potentially having your own transcended hero. I think that's much more important than 4 Prophet Orbs. The value of Prophet Orbs has been slowly plummeting, and they're much more accessible to pick up than Cores of Transcendence. So I'd suggest to most people that are doing this, grabbing a Core of Transcendence is a good idea, even if you haven't opened the Void. It's just something great to have under your belt. These second level gifts offer some interesting stuff, so you can pick up puppets. I'd probably go for a 9-star puppet here if I could. And this second option, I would say ignore the orange artifact fragments unless you really need them for Almost Workshop. I think grabbing light and dark 5 stars is probably the better decision. For level 3, you get this brand new artifact, Snowheart, which offers energy, HP, and control immunity. This is really cool. I see this being a great artifact for support heroes, because Demon Bell offers attack and HP, but the attack often doesn't do anything on some support heroes. Some support heroes like Amun-Ra could really take great use of Snowheart, and not getting CC'd is something not to be snuffed at. This offers, when it's maxed, 25% control immunity, which is really solid. The second option is pretty much a material selection chest. Grab whatever you need to help you in your progress. Gift 4 offers more puppets, so I'd probably pick a 10-star or a 9-star if you could, or maybe if you really do need some 6 stars, go and grab them here. And then finally, you've got a choice between now orange artifacts, 5-star shards, or glorious relics. I think it's a no-brainer. Grab the glorious relics here, guys. Number 5 offers an artifact of choice. that isn't including the new artifact, but there's a lot of good picks here, whether it's Golden Crown, Ruyi Scepter, getting an Augustus Magic Ball if you don't already have a Splendid one, even Demon Bell if you want to load a Splendid Demon Bells. That's definitely something worth trying. Magic Stone Sword maybe, for a Splendid Magic Stone Sword to go with an Inosuke, or maybe you want Punisher of Immortal to complement Tix. There's a lot of good choices here. When in doubt, Golden Crown and Augustus Magic Ball are the best picks if you don't already have them Splendid, and maybe even a Ruyi Scepter if you need a Splendid one for your Sherlock to help him perform better in PvP and Aspen Dungeon. Here your options are really tight, 80 Glorious Relics or 60 Heroic Summon Scrolls or 25 Prophet Orbs. I'm inclined to go with the Glorious Relics, but I can see why people would be very tempted by 25 Prophet Orbs or 60 Heroic Summon Scrolls. Mainly though, Glorious Relics can be converted into artifacts, so I think they're the better choice. Getting those artifacts for 400 relics, especially the exclusive ones which you've just picked up here, is definitely something worth considering when Glorious Boost comes around next week. For number 6, you can pick up some more of these dummies here, probably again going for 10 stars or 9 stars, but I guess I could see a reason why you'd go for 6 stars. But here, the choice is very interesting. You can either go for 110 Glorious Relics or 15 Cores of Transcendence. I wouldn't really go for the materials here because the first two are such good value, but I think the one that pips it for me is Cores of Transcendence, because 15 Cores of Transcendence, you have to spend $100 to get that many. And let's be honest guys, you've already spent good money to get to this stage in the Christmas gifts, so I'm pretty sure you're probably going for those Cores of Transcendence to help you get another Transcended hero. And finally, if you spend an absolute gazillion load of money, you can get another exclusive artifact of your choice, including the new one, Snowheart. So if you wanted to get another one, you could go ahead and do that. And if you upgrade it with Almost Workshop, it has an effect that slows down the quickest opponent on the enemy's team, which is pretty cool. In addition, you can get 150 Glorious Relics, Cores of Transcendence, or 100,000 Guild Coins. That's pretty unique. They don't normally give that kind of thing away. But hey, I think the big thing for me again is going to be Cores of Transcendence, because that's 25-star heroes. Cores of Transcendence are pretty good right now because Transcended heroes are just so strong. Anyway, that's Whale Land. That's for the heavy spenders. And actually, that's the end of the event. So you're probably thinking, as maybe a budget player or a spender that doesn't spend too much, what the heck do I do here? Well, your heroic summons, as you know, are going to pick you up the new hero, and you could potentially get them to E5 if you spend 2,000. You're also going to get a ton of rewards from the Snowman's gift if you do that. But the issue is the rewards you're getting are these Christmas candies, which are an entire gamble. So you're basically turning your heroic summons into gambling fun, basically, to try and get something from this list. Maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't. And I know some people are a bit miffed at this, thinking, oh, this isn't a very good event, this doesn't help free-to-play players. To that, I am going to disagree. I think free-to-play players get a ton of stuff. The candies could still be converted. You could get very lucky and pick some really cool stuff up here free-to-play. As well, you're getting a candy cane or an antlers cane for free this event. That's nothing to complain about. Also, medium spenders, we have a great package here. We're getting the gems, we're getting scrolls, we're also getting the Christmas candies, you're getting the new skin for a hero. Okay, I guess you don't have them, but maybe eventually you will do. And this Christmas stocking is also going to give a ton of stuff as well. So there's a lot of good value stuff, regardless where you are in the game. I think just people are a bit hard done by thinking that they could just spend a ton of scrolls and maybe move their way up this list here and potentially move up to this stage, or maybe even be rewarded with the chance of choosing a fancy smancy artifact. But it seems that that's not the case even if you do 2,000 heroic summon scrolls, which is a shame. So I know some people are going to say for Chinese New Year that will potentially have a better hero. People are predicting it's going to be a light assassin. Now, I do like the idea of that. I think that's going to synergize well with Rogan, but do bear in mind the new hero punishes heroes for having buffs, and that's exactly what Rogan does for your team. So it could result in a very interesting meta. Rogan versus this new dark hero. Which way is it going to turn? I guess over the coming weeks, we're just going to have to find out. So there you go, guys. The event's actually pretty good. There's a lot of good stuff. There's exclusive artifacts, there's a ton of great rewards, but I understand why people are a little bit annoyed. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I don't actually think it's that bad. I think there's a load of great rewards you can get here that, to be honest, are much better than some events we've seen in the past. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe I'm just an old dog that's used to seeing things improve from back in the days when I used to play and you didn't even have monthly events. Maybe I'm a little bit rose-tinted. Who knows? But I know some of you are upset with this. I know some of you are going to be happy with this. So I'm really curious what you think in the comment section. If you want to catch these commentaries every week, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can catch my content. And also, guys, why not consider joining us at twitch.tv/MKxJUMP if you want to catch these things live, where I do some cool stuff on stream. And we're actually doing our Christmas Day stream today. And actually, you might even be watching this video right now when we're doing that. That's going to be at 4 p.m. GMT, or 11 a.m. for Eastern Time, or 8 a.m. for those on the Pacific. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you join us at twitch.tv. I'd love to see you there, and we're actually starting a new free-to-play series, if you didn't know, so that's going to be really fun. If you can't wait for all that content, why not check something here on the side of the screen? And again, guys, why not hit that subscribe button to catch more content in the future? Anyway, guys, I wish you an absolutely Merry Christmas, and happy idling.